Welcome aboard, I'm JasonOfArgo. This is Song of Horror, a horror adventure game that recently released, and oh my gosh, it's an interesting little nugget. There's at least like 14 characters last time I checked, but when they die, meaning that the story will continue with another character, but their individual story is now gone. But being a pro gamer like I am, I don't think I won't have any trouble. Basically, I will 100% this game first try, obviously, so let's drop right in, shall we? On a Friday like any other. Although the irony is, it's a Monday. That's the spooky part! Okay, I can immediately identify some issues here. When music boxes start playing by themselves, that's a pretty sure sign that you have a lot more than a haunting going on. I don't really know what that is. I've never quite seen, like, is that part of regular music box maintenance? Okay, well, I mean, if your house has reached that point, if the walls are flaking, if the insulation isn't working anymore, if you're finding yourself having to clap back at ghosts coming out of your music boxes, then I would say it's time to move out. September 25th, 1998. This is like a cross between Indiana Jones and some private investigator. Let's give it up for Ethan from Heavy Rain. Still getting work after Quantic Dream, huh? Oh, Daniel's apartment. Very sorry, Daniel. You do look a lot like that other guy, though.
Home sweet home.
Home sweet home. So, we have good old tank controls. The aimless spinning around. That's how you know that it's an authentic horror experience. When the abrupt camera angles suddenly make you realize, oh, I was actually going this way, instead of directly into the embrace of death. I'm gonna love doing that. Those bring back some really good memories. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them, Daniel. These grainy photos from the 1800s. You were apparently alive back then. Wow, that's really awkward that there's just a straight eye line directly into the bathroom. Like, you gotta make sure that that's closed in case visitors come over. Man, the toilet drain stinks, as usual. Well, you know, if the developers have been so kind as to add an interactive toilet flusher, then we could clear that up really quickly. My 80s vinyl collection. Maybe next month I'll be able to afford a shelf to put them in. I don't think shelves are anything you need to worry about right now, Daniel. Sebastian P. Husher, the historical fiction author. He sold 4 million copies of his latest novel, but he doesn't want anyone to know about it. Shh. That's why we kept the only copy of the newspaper that reports this here in our locked room, packed with random stuff. My apartment is definitely too small. Sophie, it's taken me years to put those pictures out again. Well, yeah, that looks like it's from like the 60s, and then another dude from like the 40s. So it has definitely been years. Yeah, it's actually a nice afternoon, the kind my boss likes to muck up with one of his stupid errands. Did you guys see did you guys like that little grimace he had going on there? Yeah, it's usually a nice afternoon. But I was not programmed with a facial mesh that could register more than one emotion. Besides, yeah. I plan to spend my Sunday on this couch listening to jazz. You do you, Daniel. My videotape collection, I've got quite a few westerns and cop movies. But yeah, the decor here, definitely like wannabe private investigator slash guy doing a bunch of soul searching at the bottom of a whiskey bottle. I can't wait to see the next X-Files episode. He's so matter-of-fact about it. He's just like staring at his TV. I cannot wait to turn on the television and watch my favorite shows. Our boy Daniel really living the life. I should sell that old thing once and for all. I close the curtains again, I say, staring at my potted plant. Oh, I'll end up killing it because it's dark. I could have sworn I took out the trash. Oh my gosh, we've already begun the blackouts. The true horror We're actually an alcoholic and we have no idea how we spent our weekends. Oh, hold down left trigger to run. Or at least, you know, flap our arms and jog in a slightly more exasperated way down the hall. Okay, seriously though, I've spent like 5 minutes in this place and it's... Oh!
Oh, crikey, seriously?
Oh, cricky.
Hello?
Daniel, it's me, Etienne. Hey, we've got a bit of a major emergency going on here.
Oh, you're joking. Friday evening, and there's an emergency?
This is serious business. Sebastian Husher is nowhere to be found, and his manuscript should have been at the office by Tuesday. He won't answer his calls, and he hasn't shown up at his office at the university. He's vanished into thin air.
Oh, don't screw with me, Etienne. Call him on Monday, or send a courier for him. I just got in the door less than 5 minutes ago.
I go myself, but I've got to attend Albert's performance in half an hour. Plus, Husher's house is closer to your place than it is to mine. Come on, man. The sooner you go, the sooner you'll get back home.
You're going to owe me a big fat favor.
Whatever you want. Write this down. 4 Abbott Thomas Road, in the old housing developments along Highway EB-15.
EB-15? Good God, that's out in the sticks. I plan to take a few days off after this.
Well, we'll talk about that once you find him. Oh, and if he gives you the manuscript, don't show it to anyone. And don't go selling it off to the highest bidder.
I'll see what I can do. We'll ring you up when I get back.
Thanks, Dan. You're saving my skin.
Remember, Daniel, don't you go undercutting your own boss.
Another Friday evening and I'm working as an errand
Selling
boy.
manuscripts.
I suppose they're too important over at Wake Publishers to come looking for jolly old Husher themselves.
Am I like this guy's
Shit.
handler or
Then
something?
I should be too important for that.
Who are we? Am I a
Mustn't overstretch my complaints.
publisher?
Rising from my lot as a drunkard and financial ruin to that of an errand boy is actually quite an improvement. If only things had gone a bit better for the company, or I'd got on the wagon a bit sooner. Damn, Sophie did the right thing when she divorced me. I would have divorced myself in her place. Daniel Neuer, the bloody alcoholic. Chin up, you. That is Daniel Neuer, the bloody ex-alcoholic, after all. Wake Publishers employee by day, Wake Publishers screwed over lackey by evening. Even Friday evenings. But if I could find Husher, I have a feeling my status at the company would rise quite a bit. After all, he is the publishing firm's biggest star. Let's cross our fingers and hope he's home.
The Husher Mansion is home to writer Sebastian P. Husher, his wife Catherine, their 2 children, Julia and Saul, who definitely won't be making appearances as creepy ghost girls, and their... oh. It might seem like a... oh. I like how the head editor or whoever in charge was like, now Daniel, don't you go undercutting our business and selling any manuscripts. That'd be really mean if you did that, Daniel. By the way, I'm sending you off to literally be this guy's handler. Like, is this really a job that people do? Am I like a bounty hunter for eccentric writers who just like go flying off the handle when they can't take it anymore and they go into like a fit of creative ennui, and then I have to like bust down their door and get them working again? Also, Sebastian P. Husher, definitely a very horror-ish name for an author. Doors open. That's not good. A newspaper. That murderer they arrested about a week ago is on the front page. Foreshadowing? I think so.
Hello? Is that music?
Also, I love this guy's
I'd better take a look.
affectation of, like, put upon British man. Oh, my life. My life as a publisher's lackey. It's all so very and ha and
Is that someone playing a music box?
Well, I don't know. Why are you staring at a keypad and saying that? That's a lot of clothes. It's quite musical, isn't it? Oh wow, a door. Is that music coming from the door? Wow, this painting reminds me of all the music that's going on. These paintings are very depressing. Oh, like the ones that you got are such, you know, centerpieces for the party, huh, Daniel? Hush is in a lot of these frames. They must be the family, I guess. Okay, I can't look at that. Oh, I can actually look up and down. I could throw a flashlight rave. Didn't we see a music box that was about to unleash a horrible... Oh, thank goodness, it's just the piano. Wait, no, it's not the piano. Daniel, music box. We saw this in the prologue. Didn't we? Where did it go? This guy's house is a maze! You have found an examinable atom. To examine the backside, use R. Okay. Dear Sebastian, how are you? To be completely honest, I admit we are all impatiently awaiting your latest work. My dear friend, I must ask a favor of you. Enclosed with this letter, you will find one of the latest items we have purchased at the store. An ornate music box with fascinating engravings. The craftsmanship is astonishing, but something else has caught my eye. Or perhaps I should say ear. The melody, Sebastian. It's peculiar. You have to listen to yourself. I have never heard the song before. My attempts at finding the score have failed. I cannot for the life of me get that melody out of my head. P.S. I've enclosed the information I've managed to find about said box. Okay. A letter for Husher found by Daniel in the author's mansion from Isaac Fairber. Why would he leave the letter on... What the?
How can there be a door there?
Well, wait a minute. Really? I was about to say, because usually houses have doors in them, Daniel, but... Oh. Oh, it even comes with its own soundtrack that fades away when you move away from it. Now that is quality craftsmanship. The radio has to be older than me. And are those rifles real? Well, you know, the author of Peter Rabbit kept guns in her house just to make it look more like a farmhouse. Knew that was gonna happen. Did I just die? Did I just get my first character killed? I feel like I did.
Hardly taken a step forward when I heard the door close behind me. When I turned around, the door wasn't there anymore. And all that was left of it was a strange shadow on the wall. I searched. I despaired. And I screamed until my throat began to burn. The candles started to run out, as did the batteries in my torch. From within the most suffocating darkness, the hours went by, until turning into days, and I began to fall in and out of a restless sleep. I would hear voices, sometimes right next to me, other times a few yards away. It seemed like they were coming from the other side of the wall. Desperate cries, howling in horror, and sometimes, the worst of all, a vast, oppressive silence would fall, seeming to emanate from everywhere and nowhere all at once. There was nobody there, just hallucinations, nightmares, black nothingness, and the song from that music box. Trapped in this impossible place, I wondered if I was going to die there.
Well, you are narrating in the past tense, so clearly you did escape at some point, right? 3 days later.
Etienne, do you have any news on Daniel yet?
Oh, Sophie. No. We've been calling him at home all day, but there's no response. Do you know if he's got a mobile phone?
No, I don't think so, and if he does, he doesn't tend to keep it on him.
Oh,
I think I should pass by the Husher place when I leave, just to see if they know anything.
Husher the writer? Your client?
Yeah, I sent Daniel over there on Friday, and I haven't heard from him since.
What's the address? I'm going to stop by Daniel's place,
And-
and if I don't find him, I can go around and ask about him.
Nobody called the
House on the
cops?
outskirts of town, on Highway EB-15. Number 4, Abbott Thomas Road. It's a big house.
Okay, I'm headed over.
It's a big
Call me
house.
if you find him.
Daniel probably got lost
Same to
inside.
you.
I mean, that's a common issue with these eccentric horror writer houses, you know? I mean, literally, has there ever been a horror writer who just lives in a normal house? I've been drooling for some reason. Sophie Van Dendred. Wait. Oh, I can actually pick people to go look for Daniel. And more than likely, one of them is gonna die. Wait, who is this guy? Light source candle. Alexander and his wife Masha are housekeepers at writer Sebastian Husher's mansion. The Russian couple moved to Europe in the early 80s in an attempt to flee from a mysterious past that Alexander rarely, if ever, speaks about. It doesn't work very well. It picks up a lot of weird interference for the walk. Who are these people? Alina is a passionate, hands-down type of learner, always eager to get her hands dirty at work. Now working as an electrical technician, she's part of a highly qualified tech support team. I can play any one of these people right now and they'll have their own story? Seriously? That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, okay. Well, now I have choices. I'm terrible at choices. Okay, Sophie has a lot of serenity, which I guess means that she won't go quite as crazy. Etienne is slightly more balanced. He has more strength. Not quite as much stealth. Alexander is extremely strong, but he's been drinking a lot, so his serenity is in the tubes. And Alina, fast, stealthy, average strength, not quite a lot of serenity. Well, you know, as a plumber or electrician or handy woman, you've probably already seen a lot. You know, it's probably best to just go with Sophie because she's the one who would, like, continue Daniel's story, which I guess we just gotta go with, so let's do it. But next time, I'm gonna go with Alina, since she seems like the least connected to it. Okay, here we go. Sophie looking for her ex. Hopefully we don't die, because apparently it's really easy to do that in this game. But I am playing on the normal difficulty, so the Presence, the AI director that runs the joint, probably won't be too aggressive. Have you guys seen the funny bit? It's all horror writers. Lovecraft, Edgar Allan Poe, and M.R. James. Never heard of M.R. James, though. Okay, good. At least we're not wearing high heels. Some games, they don't quite give people a sense of horror fashion. These people do, though. Like, they got
The door was open.
really nice clothes.
Is there anybody home?
A burglar alarm. How modern. A moat with crocodiles would be more fitting in this house. Okay, I just entered a bathroom. I'll probably find instant death here. That's usually how it goes in these kinds of games. Packed suitcases, they're everywhere, but were they arriving or departing? That's a bit ominous. Tears in the Wind. It's lovely, melancholy, and has macabre touches. I've started to think the same way I talk to clients about art. I'm gonna be very wary of, like, every door that I open, because the game apparently reacts to how you play the game, so it's probably gonna be like, ha ha, you like opening doors? How about a doorway to death? Personal uses left 3? I only have 3 candles? Sophie said the scent of these candles made her feel at peace, safer. Okay. I have that one candle. I hope it doesn't actually burn down. I mean, it is 1998. Why are we walking around with just a candle? I could fit under that table quite easily were I in need of hiding. ... Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Ooh, matches. Can I use one? I'll achieve nothing that way. Who do you think you are? It's a dark room. What if...
Something on the counter.
It sounds like something flapping and flopping around like it wants to kill you. Why would we approach it? Oh, it's just electricity. Water from under the sink, and there's a live wire right there. Okay. So what's that supposed to mean? There's still coffee left in the pot. A metal ring. Look closely. Nothing in use. Oh, bottom. It's the bottom half of a broken key. Okay. Okay. So it does pay to look closely around the environment. A drawing done by Husher's youngest child. Saul. Age 7. Okay. So, he obviously wasn't having a good time. Oh dear. Oh dear, this is the kind of room that would kill you. Preserves and dog food. An oil can? The film is greasy to the touch and almost completely full of oil. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. What was that noise? You better take a look before you go back out. Walk up to it. When you see the listen icon, press and hold Y. When you're listening, pay attention to the sounds that come from the other side. Okay, good. This is still a tutorial, so it probably won't kill us. Maybe. It seems like the coast is clear. From now on, you can listen to what's happening on the other side of unexamined doors. Sometimes you might have the chance to do it with other doors. Pay attention to the icons when you're near one. Use your map to find your way around. The map will be constantly updated with relevant information.
I didn't hear anything in there.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure we literally just heard something really, really bad back there. Oh gosh, this is starting to make me tense now. Alright, I think what we're gonna have to do is go outside and I think we're gonna have to go upstairs now. Good music with good wine. In other circumstances I'd lay myself up on a couch with some Pinot Grigiois, cozy up to any ghosts who might be around and say, hey, you want to get to know each other?
I should take a look on this floor first.
Oh, thank you for the incredibly obvious hint that I haven't found everything I need to find yet. It's quite useful, actually. Oh, look. Wait, I didn't... Wait. I don't hear anything, and yet it's telling me to listen. What am I listening for? What am I supposed to hear? This is really making me paranoid. This is the garage. I have not been in... Wait, yes, I have been in here yet. I've been all over the place, but I don't know what to do. It's receiving no electricity, probably because of that broken wire. Boiler functioning upper panel. Press the left button, press the central button, press the right button. In case of malfunction, preventing correct boiler functioning, you can perform an emergency shutdown by keeping the blue button pressed for 4 seconds. Okay. So if I find the boiler, I press the middle button to get it working again. Ooh, an old metal box.
Yes.
Fuses. Bloody hell, it's screwed down. Oh boy, a disorderly pile of tools, but no flathead screwdriver. Of course there's no flathead screwdriver on the tool table. We're probably gonna find it behind a locked box, behind a locked door, in like the dimension of Yog-Sothoth after a 5-hour quest to help retrieve a head for a sacrificial rite in a temple in Peru or something. And then we're gonna come back to the house and use that to open this particular... I know, I'm wise to your ways, horror games. I know how you work by now. Okay, well, that house was incredibly spooky. Obviously, Daniel isn't here. I think I'll just take my car and go back home and just call the police, you know? Just live a good life. I'm gonna go cuddle up with some fine jazz and some fine wine. And, oh, okay. Daniel's car is here. So he's either inside the house or the junker finally broke down. Can we go with the second option, Sophie? Can we just like call it a night? It's late. We got a lot of single woman stuff to do back at the house. No, we're just gonna keep going further inside. Okay. No option to just leave. There's never an option to just leave. The death marches. My dear eccentric husband, I left okay. The note that says where the key was. In the top drawer of your bureau in the library. The children have been very nervous lately and I don't want them playing with it. Okay. Could have found that at any second. But where is the library? Wait. 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 You guys heard that, right? Why was there suddenly pounding? Was that my heart? What? Was I supposed to know what that was? There was something bad just happened. Something's around here. You guys heard that, right? I'm not going crazy. There was literally like a noise of something big pounding and walking around. There it is again. What was that? What is that? I'm getting a little bit alarmed here. I never understood why people had to murder defenseless animals for sport. Well, you know what I never understood? Why do ghosts have to murder defenseless people for sport? I needed something to get it lit. That's the match, right? Wait a minute. What if we... On the... Yeah, the oil, duh! Combined with, matches? Well, hold up. You need something to light it, right? That's the, what else would you be using except oil? I'm not entirely certain what else you want from me here. I'm gonna risk it. Oh good, it's the library. Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. I could spend weeks in an old library. Well, you might spend the rest of your eternity here, so don't get too excited, lady. Dictionaries, atlases, and manuals. Husher did his research. Maybe he delved too greedily and too deep. Japanese swords. I can imagine them as... Ah, I've got to lubricate it somehow. Oh boy. Yeah, get out the lube, lady. That oil worked like a charm. Oh yes, if I could just smear it all over myself, then I could slip right out of the grip of any ghosts. Yes. Oh, yeah. Oi. Okay. Combined with that thing. What? Oh, I'm not supposed to combine it with anything. Okay. These keys will usually open more than one door. Okay, so now I just gotta find the door that it opens, right? Oh boy, that freaked me out. Don't worry, I'll get it. No ghosts need to come down. It's fine.
Hello? Sorry, who is this? I can't understand you.
We can't leave my room.
What the?
Oh, okay.
Sounded like a child. Is he in the house?
Who cares? This key fits in the lock. Excellent. It's not telling me to listen, so I'm gonna trust you, game. Oh dear. The noises. The noises are getting louder. That's no good. Remember, kids, if a ghost wants to touch you in a way that you don't like, just tell him no and then get out of there. Oh, a flathead screwdriver. Wonderful. Okay, we got that. The smell of tobacco, skulls, weapons on the wall. Skulls on the wall, and this is where Daniel disappeared. I saw another door yesterday. As I was walking by the dining room, I heard the music from Daddy's music box. When I went in, I saw the door. I went running to tell Mavi, but when we came back, it was gone. She scolded me for making things up. It's not fair. I was telling the truth. There was an old door right here. Different. It even had a key in the keyhole. If I see it again, I'll go inside and leave the door open. That way, Mommy will believe me. Saul, I saw the weird door, Julia said. The one that wasn't there before. Mummy was very angry and kept yelling at Julia. The door is scary. I will hide the key in the dollhouse, and I will hide the $5 too. Even if they get mad at me, I will bring them out when Mummy and Julia forget about the door. One will be hungry, so her friend will make dinner for her. Another will read while her mom takes a shower. The other one will watch the door so nobody comes in. That is the most esoteric, creepy child writing I have ever seen in my life, and I'm pretty sure that this family was doomed from the get-go.
Daniel, is that you?
Okay. Something is trying to get in. Make sure the door does not open. Repeatedly. Oh, great. I love these. Waiting for maximum strength is effective but risky. Once you feel strong enough to push and block the door. Oh, gather your strength, then press right trigger. You decide when to push the door, but be extra careful. Make sure you keep it shut. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. Luckily you made it this time. Hold the door. Spoilers! You're safe for now, but don't let your guard down. Whatever it was could still be lurking in the shadows. Certain events will give you the chance to put your ear to the door in rooms you have already visited. Just remember to be extra careful. It might save your life.
Oh, God! What the hell just happened? What was pushing that door?
Let's take a peek. Maybe... In my professional artist opinion, as someone who has looked at many pieces, I can safely say that we can throw that straight to hell! Okay, now we can go upstairs. Wonderful. Wait, no, I don't want to go upstairs yet. I want to look at the thing that needs the screwdriver in the garage. Yes, the garage. Let's go back there. Where is it? Through here. Wait a minute. I have it in my possession right now. 4 fuses. They were in an old metal box. I don't know a great deal about electricity. What might I do with this? Well, fortunately, we're gonna play an electrician next time. You know, assuming you make it out of here alive. Oh dear. They've removed a painting from the wall. They took it down a long time ago. A portrait from 1634. A portrait of Dorian Gray, perhaps. The streets are so calm. Yeah, there are literally people driving by right now. So, don't worry, there's probably gonna be witnesses when you get ripped to shreds by a horrible ghost. Another locked door.
That room looks really dark.
The room looks really dark. How about the doors being jiggled and jangled? Like it's got spurs rolling merrily along. The switch must turn on the light in the bedroom, but there's no electricity right now. Huh, I wonder what could be in there. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that that's a bad thing. There's a book on the table. Can you imagine how frustrated the ghost must be in there? He's like, gosh darn it. My ridiculous tactic of jiggling a doorknob to make the people curious isn't working. Maybe I should go with my second tactic. creepy ghost girl crying. That always gets him. There's something kind of creepy about that door. Something kind of creepy about this door. In fact, I might be wrong, but there's something kind of creepy about all the doors here. I wonder what it could be. Professional instinct, perhaps? No matter how much I feel around the floodlight, it'll be useless until I can turn it on. This battery belongs to that floodlight, so I need a wire of some kind to connect it. There's a nice little... I mean, it's so lovely out here, and yet immediately inside the house, it's like gone to hell. Grills tongs with a wooden handle, perfect for cooking a barbecue. Oh, great. Just in case I need... I've been looking for one of those. Daniel was always talking about barbecues. I'm so happy to be able to finally make his dream come true. We'll finally be like all the other families that have been devoured by dark pasts and horrible ghosts. An impressionist landscape. Evocative, one of the loveliest I've seen in this house. Good thing Sophie is well equipped for this situation. Oh, wait, here's where the broken key comes in. Could I glue them together somehow? Perhaps with some sort of adhesive? Commonly known as Elmer's glue. Keep that table in mind if you need a spot to hide, she told herself. Lovely armchair. I wouldn't mind sitting down to page through a few books. A remote control. The buttons seem a bit worn down. There must be a door for some device. Ah! No. 'Twas nothing. 'Twas brillig and the slithy toves to gyre and gimbled in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogroves and the mumraths out grabe. A dirty dishcloth. They clean up a lot of filthy water with this thing. Okay. I have no idea what I'm gonna use that for. An image of Catherine, Husher's wife, and their children. Do not look at this
Got him!
Oh, thanks. Great time to tell me that. Do I have 7 days to live now or something? It's kind of funny how these curses work. They're like, it's like how The Grudge works. It's like you watch the video and only then do they tell you, hey, did you know you weren't supposed to watch that? Gotcha. Ba-da-da. Anyway, I've been playing for quite a long time, but I'm gonna find a place to save. At least I think I gotta go back downstairs for that. Yeah, save and exit. A lot of fun. A lot of atmosphere. Very tense. Pretty neat twist on the whole point-and-click adventure. And I like the fact that there are so many different characters, and I hope to play them all. If you guys would like to see me do so, don't forget to leave a like. And remember, I am Over May, your captain, and I will see you on our next voyage. Bye-bye.